Hi, this is Jorge from the Lubitz Financial Group, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use the spending section of your My Money Life website to help you track better where you're spending your money and categorize transactions, create rules for easy manipulating in the future, split transactions, and some more tips to help you navigate a little bit faster. This is one of the best features of the website because it can help you get a better handle of your spending just by spending a few minutes every week or perhaps every few weeks or once a month to see where the money is going. So let's jump right in. First of all, you want to log into your My Money Life client website. So you will have to go into the website here. This is the login page. If you've forgotten how to access that page, you can always go to our lubitzfinancial.com website, and in the home page you will find a My Money Life client login button. That button will take you here and you use your regular username and password to access. Once you are in there, you want to go to the spending category or the spending section. This section will only show up once you have connected your bank accounts, credit cards, and other transaction related accounts that you have where the spending happens. If you want some help getting those accounts connected, you can give us a call and we'll do a screen sharing session, or you can also watch the other video for how to connect accounts. So here we already have some accounts, and you see that some of them have already been categorized by the system automatically. Most of the times they will be somewhat wrong, so you want to spend a little bit of time making sure they are coded correctly. Some important thing to keep in mind, you have the ability to specify different date ranges. So let's say you want to see all the transactions for this year. So it will show you all the transactions year to date. You can also see everything, all the spending in over time, which comes really handy to see patterns over time, and you can filter by account or you can filter by category. So for example, how much have you spent not just everywhere but just in auto and transportation. So it will update automatically. Now the important thing here is that it's always going to depend on the accuracy of the data. So you want to spend a little of time making sure that those transactions are correct. Within any of these graphs, you can see the related transactions that are being reported just by clicking in this link. Something important to review is the settings of the spending section. This is really helpful to get an understanding of how it works, because it can allow you to categorize, to specify the different categories that you have in the system. So the system already has pre-built a lot of categories of spending that are the most common ones. But let's say you want to specify, you want to track everything that you do around coffee shops, or how much you spend in coffee shops. So you always have the ability to enter specific ones. So you can see here this is already added. But let's say you want to add something else. In kids, you want to add a new category that is grandkids. So you can just type it there and click add. Now you have a grandkids category and you can track everything that you are giving to your grandkids, for example. The rules section here is also an important feature. Rules are just mechanisms or patterns that you tell the system to categorize a specific transaction in a particular way every time it occurs. So for example, here, every time Amazon shows up in the system is going to be categorized as shopping. That's really helpful because if you have recurring things and you want the system to automatically code them in a specific way, you don't have to go back and change things every single time. So it helps save a lot of time. So let's first show you how to create these rules so that you have to spend less time in the future. So let's take a look at this Pasión del Cielo. So Pasión del Cielo is, for example, a coffee shop. It's not really clothing, and I want to make sure that every time I go to Pasión del Cielo, the system automatically codes this as coffee shop. So what I do is that you go to the details tab here, the details of the transaction, and you will see this box here. It says always rename transactions containing that name in a specific way. So you're going to click that, and then you're going to change the category here. So in this case, you want coffee shops. So now the system, once you click done, every time this category or this description shows up, is going to be coded as coffee shops. So next time when I visit Pasión del Cielo, I don't have to come in here and change anything. The system will do it automatically. Let's do the same thing for Starbucks. So instead of fast food and convenience, I want to always have Starbucks coded as coffee shops. So I click that, I set up a rule, and just click done. Another very useful feature is the ability to split transactions. So let's say you have this IRS tax payment. You want to, say, divide this payment between federal and state taxes, for example. It could be many other ways. It doesn't have to be just that. But you come here to the details of the transaction and you click split transaction, and you can add as many splits as you want or as you need. So let's say federal taxes is $200. State taxes, let's see, what other taxes features do you have? So this is state tax. So 156. And let's just define that. So now you have two transactions showing up in the system that came from the same transaction, but one is for federal taxes, the other one is for state taxes. So this is really helpful, especially when you have, for example, large withdrawals of cash like here, and you want to specify that you spent a specific amount of money of the cash into restaurants versus just paying for parking. So if you want to get granular, this is really helpful to know. Other things that are really helpful is to make sure that you go through all these transactions that you have and start categorizing correctly so that you know what you're spending your money on once you come here and you take a look at the trends or the spending history. Again, it's all about the quality of the information you have. The system can help you creating rules and automating things, but just investing a little bit of time at the beginning, it will help along the way in making sure all the data is accurate. And this concludes our overview of how to use the spending features. If you need additional help or you're struggling with any of these features, give us a call. We'll be happy to help you and do a screen sharing session to navigate the system. Thanks for watching.